I can post some days, basically any time this month. After that, I don't have my schedule yet.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it kind of depends on when people are ready.
Yeah. How many people have you had that are interested?
There are a number that kind of put their interest in. So far, only Peter has joined Roll20, and we have 1, 2, 3, 6, I think, that have sent me character ideas.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then like 3 or 4 more, I think, that had said they were interested earlier on.
Good stuff.
Hello.
Hello.
I might have eaten too fast.
My life story.
Yeah, I had stuff in my face quickly as well.
It's only 4 o'clock for me. I'm good.
Look at my 20-sided die, Justine.
No, that's really cool.
We call it galley stone.
Yeah, it's a chonker.
Yeah, I made it.
Oh, really? It's really cool.
Yeah. It's cool till you roll with it. 5, 6. Oh, not 20. Okay. Keep that.
Is it just like clunk, 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 clunk?
It's a big die that won't damage your table. It's made out of foam.
Oh, nice. Well, that's exciting.
The Dalek dice tower's almost done too.
Nice.
I'm so happy with it.
That's awesome.
Peter's been busy.
Yeah, crafty.
And I made,
crafty.
for my Lazy Lucy to rotate, I made dungeon terrain. And I'm going to make walls and stairs and stuff. It'll be a tower.
For when you start doing in-person games again.
And I'm going to photograph it to make maps to sell on Roll20.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
I have a couple houses I could photograph top down to give you, Belvedere.
Maybe if I do a whole new map, but I think they would kind of stick out against the current town of Phandalin, which is fun.
I'm getting Incarnate back, so and Mariana has it, so maybe.
Yeah, I could log in and just redo the city map, but I kind of didn't want to put that energy in right away yet.
That's fair.
But I do have it on Roll20 with kind of a bunch of buildings and stuff numbered. But we had kind of settled the last time on being like a number of years after the current games. So based on where you guys are at in Lost Dwarves, Peter, I was just looking at expanding the town a little bit. That was all. So add in a couple more temples or shrines, perhaps. Maybe rebuild some of the walls. Add in a watermill. I know the windmill's nearby, so I don't know if that'll fit on the same map or not. But just build out the town a little bit more so that people could, find their house and figure out who their neighbors were and all that fun stuff.
Do you have the Candlekeep Mysteries book?
Neither on Roll20 or physical, no.
Oh, okay. It's basically everything in there can be kind of made into one shots. So if you ever want to look at it, I can share it with you on something, and then it's kind of cool because then you could just like plug it into your world.
Is that the one that Jen is doing? No, she's doing
I don't
Radiant Citadel,
think.
right?
Radiant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I just don't want to overlap with
I don't know if
anything.
she's actually doing it. As far as I know, no one has tried to join it yet.
Oh, I was waiting for her to like post her first, because last I heard it was every other. Hello.
Hello.
It's every 20th of the month.
Oh, is it? Okay. I thought it was just random Mondays at this point. I didn't realize she had started like an actual day.
That's 3 adventures happening on Mondays.
That's great though. The Monday got the votes when we did it, so if people have enough to do their games. And it wouldn't be the first
Fox.
time we took a week off of Wild Mount to do something else.
Hello.
Hey. But yeah, perhaps I'll take a look at it, or when we do one of the sessions together, we can run it from there. If you do like a guest DM thing, you can run it through there. Depending on how
Nice.
we can work it all together.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I have played it. Jen has it on Roll20. And I played a couple with her.
Nice.
They're pretty fun. I dig it. Sorry if you hear my pen scratching away from the art.
Not at all. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot planned for today. I figured we would just crunch back any more confusion on character creation. I figured that we could start to build in the rest of the city with what people wanted or needed. I know Peter and Fox had kind of talked to briefly privately as well. And then, yeah, looking at possibly setting up some dates for some role play town halls or tavern sessions, and maybe a couple of quick and easy adventure days.
Ooh.
'Cause,
Come in.
you know,
I want to play with Fox again.
yeah.
With me?
Yeah, you.
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing because I'm playing World of Warcraft and we're in a raid.
Sounds about right.
2 games.
Like, I should be paying attention, but I'm not.
He's like, no.
To either thing, like, I'm not paying attention to either thing fully, so
Too many stimuli.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
So yes, I think I kind of explained to the 3 of you guys why I just went to Point Buy. I still like the idea of everybody being not over.
Oh no!
I don't know how to roll it out. Oh no, what?
I fell all the way to the bottom. So is this the Monday game?
No, it's just gonna be random days.
Okay.
Yeah. No commitment.
No, the Monday thing we were talking about, Wild Mount, Dragonlance, and Radiant Citadel, all happen on Mondays.
I see.
I was gonna see if I wanted to do Strahd on Mondays, but that obviously doesn't work. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do want to restart it. I need to like firmly figure out my schedule with my work because they keep like switching it up. Even though when I got hired, I was like, I want this schedule. So once that happens, I will be doing Strahd.
Yay!
You're all welcome to play in it. If you're not scared of spooky things.
Can Poe
Do
come
what
back?
now? I
I
missed
said
that.
as long as you're not scared of spooky things.
Strahd?
And yes, of course Poe can come back.
Yeah. Boom chakalaka, boom chakalaka.
I am gonna restart the campaign though. I'm not gonna like just continue.
Well, we only got
makes
one
sense.
episode in, right? 2?
You heard too.
No big deal.
No biggie.
We'll see.
It's
what
all good,
happens.
because from what I remember, there was a certain rogue that was trying to steal and kill and... Yeah.
Gapped you
You
there.
know, if y'all don't want me to play a rogue, I can play a cleric.
A cleric?
Yeah.
We don't have a cleric. Well, I don't have anything yet. I don't know. Belvedere, you want to play Strahd?
It'll depend on when it is.
That's fair.
Hmm.
I don't know that yet. Soon.
You guys have the strongest warlock to help you.
A wee little lad.
A wee little lad. Okay, let me turn
I don't know who I'd bring.
the master volume down.
One of my 800 already made characters, or make a new one. Gee.
Where's the fun in not making a new one, right?
I mean, I have some good ones, and I just haven't found the right game to play in.
So,
That's fair.
Belvedere,
Hmm.
after I've sacrificed myself 7 times on your altar, you gonna give me some leeway with my character? My permanent character?
I mean,
On items?
No.
some leeway on permanent character for items, like magic items,
Well,
and homebrew.
2
feats.
uncommon, a rare, and all the gold
And
and
the
diamonds
legendary.
from my past characters. That's all I want.
That's all?
It's not that much, actually, because he kills them so quick. But the immovable rod, staff of healing, and the Periat of wound closure. That's the only magic items that I want. And there were a lot of magic items to choose from past.
Who had the parapet?
Huh?
Who had the parapet?
Cole. A
Oh,
lot
you're
of
not
good
gonna
it did
put
him.
Yeah, that one's gone.
Oh, come on. You
You
gotta
took
cut
it
me
to-
some slack here.
You took it to the Changing Islands. Can't help you with that one.
Well, see, I know what I want to play, though. And
The dwarf?
a reborn Owlin,
Well, see.
Tempest Cleric.
If the 7 dwarves die, maybe the campaign's over. Are
Oh,
they gonna break the course?
well, then I get to take my 8th character into whatever campaign I want that you run.
That's fair. I mean, you're building a character for this one, so. Alright. So, everybody's okay with the point buy? Makes sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, okay. Yeah, the
Okay
only other
with
thing I
what?
could come up with was just doing
Point buy.
like
Oh,
ASIs at every level. So we'd start with like the 17 points, and then at level 1, we'd add in like a regular, add 2 or add 1 across, and then do that all the way up to 4, which would have got us to the same place. And I was like, that's just not a good idea right now. So as much as I hate it, it is less confusing, so we'll go with it. Item number 1 is off the agenda.
so we're not doing your 10s, 2 up, 2 down.
No, so Eric had kind of converted it to a point buy system to make it less confusing for everyone.
Okay.
And when we were looking at it, basically I was giving people 19 points instead of the player's handbook 27 points.
Oh,
And I was like, well, that wasn't quite what I was going for.
Oh, I thought you were making us mediocre champions.
I did, but
Not the heroes of legends, the heroes of every day.
I wanted people
The
to
heroes of
expect
Fully
it.
Mantra.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with having stats that are that much lower to begin with, I was like, well, are people going to be able to get their stats to where they want them by level 20? Or is that going to handicap somebody that needs like a 3-stat build? Having to kind of bump everything versus one that somebody just has to like, boost 1 stat. And then that's going to create a power gap later on, and I don't know. It's just too hard to predict if I could keep it balanced as the game pushed on. That was my concern.
That makes sense. I'm following.
Which kind of defeated the whole thing that I was going for.
Just tell people they can't go higher than a 17 during creation.
I did, yeah. So if anybody is picking a feat, I'm not going to allow half feats that'll add or bump a 17 to an 18.
Oh, we get first level feats?
Well, if you choose that like a variant.
Oh, so it's not like a for everyone thing.
No.
Okay.
I may still give out feats with backgrounds, or I may just rework background features so that they're actually usable, because they very rarely play into a game more than once or twice, I find.
Yeah. I like my little character I created.
And I had put in kind of to a vote on skill checks and skill proficiencies for using the variant rules, but nobody really voted on that.
What was that?
Let me grab my Dungeon Master Guide, because apparently I don't have it.
I'm listening. I'm just cooking dinner, so I'm muting so you don't hear a bunch of clanging.
All right.
I died.
So, ability check proficiencies. So rather than having like individual skill proficiencies, because half of them overlap or aren't the same, or like if you look at persuasion, deception, and intimidation, pretty much each player really only needs one, or they just use it for any anyway. So the ability check proficiency variant rule, characters each has proficiency in 2 abilities. One is tied to the character's class, one is tied to the character's background. So you would just be proficient in any check you made using that stat, as opposed to having individual skills. So if you were proficient in charisma, then you would have you would add your proficiency bonus to any skill check you made that involved charisma.
Makes sense.
And I think that depending, that is a way to kind of balance those roles amongst party members as well. Because you may have somebody that is solid for everything, and they just end up doing like half the roles, as opposed to kind of having, a mixed party where this guy's going to handle all these checks, this guy's going to handle all these checks, so that everybody kind of has the option of doing some, possibly. And what that means is that if we had a rogue or a bard, at first level, instead of choosing 2 expertise, they would pick one of the abilities that they're proficient in, and that would count as both of their expertise choices. So instead of being an expert in 2 skills, you would be an expert in 1 type of skill.
How are tool proficiencies working?
So tool proficiencies, I typically let people pick their skill anyways, if it makes sense, right? So
Okay.
if you are a jeweler, possibly you're using your intelligence modifier, or possibly you're using your dex modifier, depending on how you go about using your tools.
Got it. Just want to check because Artificer has like gets tool proficiencies based on.
Yep.
Being an artificer, just for existing.
Just for existing, yeah. And I find, unless we get into a downtime, I mean, I've tried to use the rules from Xanthars as well that give you like the extra little knowledge ticks and things that you could potentially apply that proficiency to, but in game, I never really think about it because I don't know who's got what skills. But the second option, which I think makes more sense, is the background proficiency. So basically, instead of necessarily having proficient skills or having to choose a couple of different skills based on your background, you would just use your proficiency in anything relating to them. So if you were an, what did you say, alchemist?
I think I'm looking at artillerist.
Artillerist, yeah. So if you were an artillerist, then kind of anything that we came across, you could be like, hey, I'm an artillerist, and this is what my guy does or knows. Would that apply
Okay.
here? And I'd be like, yes, add your proficiency to your roll.
Got it. I didn't want to go for alchemist because I think Pete's going to be a little herbot.
Yep.
So generally speaking, I'm pretty loose with, which skill makes sense, or hey, if I offer you this and you think this might apply anyways, then, ask it. So I may ask for a nature check, and the ranger might be, well, I have survival and I know how to predict weather, so does that apply? And more often than not, I'd be like, sure, anyway. So this just kind of puts more onus onto players to be like, hey, this is what, or how like more creativity in terms of, how you're looking at things or what you are kind of building from your character to play on or roll on. So those were kind of the two that I had posted to propose.
I see. And what about character PvP? Are we all going to kill Peter like the first day? Or do
No,
we wait
that
a
is
week,
off
or-
limits.
I think just because it is potentially a bigger group and we're trying to kind of build a community within a community, I will be more in control of that than I usually am. In terms of like people stealing from each other, or pranking each other, or wanting to like fight each other and stuff. I'll probably aim to be a little less lenient on that than I usually am.
Yeah. Belvedere rolling
okay.
that 20s is bad enough.
Fair.
Yeah, like there's gonna be like some rivals in town and some different things, right? So, I mean, if somebody decides that they're going to charge so and so an extra, 2 coppers for a meal because they supply the competitor, then I'll be like, sure, go for it. But the actual PvP stuff, I think I'm gonna try to just keep a little more controlled.
Sounds good.
And then it'll be less of that kind of power dynamic, depending on the group composition as well. that
Can
being
we kill
said,
Peter?
it's real life role play, and I don't expect everybody to be best friends and hold hands and sing Da Hudora or whatever it is. Fair.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thoughts from either of you on either of those proficiency options?
I'm really okay with whatever.
Me too.
Okay.
That doesn't really help you decide, but oh well.
Oh, it's fun. If nobody else votes, it'll be a learning curve for me too, so I might just ask, but you guys already know that you pretty much propose most things to me, and both of you know that proposing it ahead of time as opposed to in the moment usually gets you more favorable results, because I think you've both learned that the hard way now. Peter learned it today when he sent me a homebrew, and I was like, no.
Yeah. he no comment. It wasn't what you thought.
I'll recheck it later and we'll see. But
Doesn't matter now.
wow, I guess it doesn't because you're already level 8. I figured if it didn't
Level
matter,
9.
at level 8 you could have taken it, but yeah, now you'll have to wait till what, 12?
I don't know, but it's over and done with.
Alright. Anything else that you guys are looking for or wanting to see or experience within the town itself?
I added the Phandelver stuff to it.
Oh wow, look at you go. I guess I need to refresh.
Where'd Justine go?
She got the boot and said she'll be back on in a bit. Something about Seattle internet causing issues. I might have just made that up.
If I'm missing anything, just let me know. I can transfer it over.
No, it was mostly just the maps that I wanted. And I'm gonna have to go in and
They should be there. I
probably
just closed it.
delete
So.
a number of duplicates anyways, but or copy and paste things from one map to the other, which is great.
Well, you can copy stuff over. Oh no, you can't.
One of these days I'll learn how to do all this stuff.
I think because I created that on my account, I think I have to do it. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I've got like 3 Leonins and like 3 or 4 Phandalins.
I tried to copy over all the NPCs I saw, the named people, and
oh no, okay.
I did a few monsters.
Nice. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Oh, and I did the music too.
Ooh, there's music. More things to play with.
If it shows up for you.
Yeah, so Peter, I had kind of mentioned a couple things to you, but you got back to me. Fox, as I said, once you're on there, there's a couple of shops that you're welcome to ask for, or if you would rather pick another building or have something a little different, then let me know and we can build that in probably.
I want to live in a castle with a kidnapped princess that I have stored in the basement.
There is a castle, but
Kidding, I don't have to live.
Hagmire Castle, something like that.
Yeah. I'll have to decide what state it is in and who occupies it currently as well. I did slap on a makeshift rebuilt manor because that is underway. But yeah, if there's anything else anybody is looking for in town or would like to see, or have the opportunity to maybe experiment with or do, then I will take that feedback now, and if not, we will move on.
Is there a temple?
So right now, the only shrine is the well.
Oh.
So we can.
Well, maybe
add
I'll
in,
start a temple instead.
we can
Since I'll be
add
a cleric.
in other things for sure. Or have one that is under construction, or you could be like trying to gain followers and raise money for one. I don't know. Peter will be attempting to build a hospital.
A hospital? Nah, that's too much work. Alright, let's see.
Love how it's almost 5 points. We'll end up having like a full-on gangs of New York between the NPCs.
Does a reborn have to look like the previous race?
There are options for that actually, so it kind of depends on you being a reborn and what you pick as your reason for being a reborn. So I believe one of the options actually makes you a scarecrow. The one that I had sent you for Frostmaiden, basically he was a golem. He could be looking exactly like looking. It could be that your spirit has like taken possession of somebody else's body. It could be that you are a parasite that is controlling somebody. I think are a few of the options, so kind of depends.
I want to look normal. But if I don't have to look like an Owlin, I wouldn't mind looking like an elf. But the movement carries over, so he would have flight speed, so I might have to be an elf with wings or something.
There used to be winged elves. You could possibly pull that off. Or you could have, like, depending on your backstory, ethereal wings.
Yeah. Heavenly wings. I think that'd be feathers, because angels have feathers.
Reborn are awesome.
I've never played one. I figure.
I think Welda is my first and only one that I've actually replayed.
Welda is a reborn? Thanks
no,
for that
but
secret.
Welda is Hexblood, which you guys already knew because you could read off my character sheet. It's definitely been discussed above table a couple times in the game, Peter.
I don't remember it because
His granny is a hag. Fair. But yeah, I play the Hexblood, and Nath is playing a Damphir, so a reborn would be
Plus,
first.
watching, or when I was reading up on, Reborn, they have memory issues.
They
So
can.
So I don't have to come up with a background yet.
Yet. That is true.
But I was going to use that in Lost Dwarves. But if it ends when the last dwarf dies,
Who knows? I don't know what your goals are in Lost Dwarves anymore, aside from.
Are you
taming a
saying I'm
dragon.
unpredictable?
No, I'm saying I don't know what you're trying to accomplish.
I'm trying to live on a character that I enjoy.
I think Thrybe just wanted to tame a
Grow.
dragon.
Yeah.
Not a dragon. Yeah, aside from throwing you the Snow White or Sleeping Beauty riddle that nobody has really attempted to decipher, I kind of just let you do your own thing right now.
It's fun until today. Last session, the end of last session. I just want to get past the dwarves because I'm tired of sacrificing myself.
You're not supposed to die every session. That was never the plan.
I'll never get through them all if I don't. Nanny was cool, but I made a mistake being a woman because I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy the Barbie, but felt weird flirting with Lincoln.
You'd heard Raza do it all the time. Stop making it weird. All right. So yeah, I figure then if we move into scheduling, I will probably do a session on our next off day for Frostmain. So I believe that puts us at Tuesday the 28th.
Ooh. First day. Ooh, let me put that in my calendar.
I could potentially do it the Wednesday after that, or the Wednesday evening before that.
I wouldn't be able to play in that one because of Mechas, but
Yep. I have two Friday evenings I could potentially do it, and then a couple of, I think, Monday or Tuesday mornings. So those are the options that I have. I don't know if any of them work for either of you guys, or I can just post them on the channel later and people can sign up, and if I get a couple of people, then we can try and run one.
what time on the 28th were you thinking?
That was the evening, right? Probably a 7, but depending on when people are available, we can do it an hour early or up to a couple hours later without issue.
Could also do it in the morning there if you're able.
On the 28th, I believe I can do it in the morning, yep.
Question mark. Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm just.
No, we're good. I was just going to start to add a voting thing. Is there a way to actually add like a vote, or is
No.
it just the usual with the hey, post this icon?
With the emotes, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, I can start to work on that then. What are we this week? Do I want to do one this week?
We just did session 0 this past Sunday, right?
We did, but because I'm off, I could do an extra. So if we aren't, or if we can't, that is fine too. I could do Wednesday morning, but I don't really want to. I want to do Friday. I could do Friday.
The old gray bag, she ain't what she used to be. No doctor appointment. No eye exam. Delete those. Mathis is Wednesday. Save. This is alrighty. All my calendar things are set up. You still in school, Fox?
I'm taking a break because of what happened in November.
What happened in November? Thanksgiving?
My little brother passed away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I posted it in the chat.
I'm sorry for your loss, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
I lost more people in 2022 than I have in my every other year of my life put together.
Yeah, it wasn't a good year.
Not at all.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Mario!
I'm rather late. Don't know if I'm too late to be of any use to you guys, but I just finished a run and thought, oh, I might jump on.
Cool bean
Not
release.
too late at all. We were just discussing, and I'm kind of going through my calendar and looking at possible first sessions. Did you have any questions, thoughts, opinions about the world or games?
I mean, I read through the stuff you said. A lot of it, I'll admit, went sort of in one ear and out the other. There was a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's
but
mostly just thinking, so that's
yeah, basically what I read, it looked interesting and fun. So one of those things where, yeah, let's just see what happens. I've honestly got no thoughts whatsoever on a character of any sort at the moment, but I can always, when it comes to characters, I've got a million in my head.
pretty much. Yeah.
And I guess the only thing on timing would be, this is the sort of time of the day where I usually can play.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Generally, yeah, I typically don't start before 7, and it's easy enough for us to start a game at 8 if that's when we want to play.
Yeah, cool. Anywhere around here works for me well.
Excellent.
Yeah, same. Usually evenings work because I have to get to work by 8 o'clock Eastern. Well, I'm supposed to get to work.
Yeah, for me it's more about, I can always work around stuff, but it's about just being able to pick up my kids in the afternoon, which is about 11 o'clock your time is when I need to leave by. It's when I need to leave on some days. Just depends how it goes.
11 a.m. our time.
11 p.m. your time. As in, we're normally starting the Dragonlance at about 7:30, and if it runs till 11:30, that's 3:30 in the afternoon my time, and so that's, Tuesday's not too bad. I can usually get away with it. It just depends on how things work out, sport, school sport and all this sort of stuff.
Excellent.
And then, yeah, Belvedere said we could all pick one legendary item.
Yeah. One of each, actually. Legendary, very rare, rare.
I am the main DM, so that is why they joke.
I have a suggestion, because in that case, because you're talking about rare items and all that sort of stuff, there is a list that's much more comprehensive than what I'd find in 5e tools that I always use in my games. I do have to check over those things because some of them are, in my opinion, overpowered. So I'll say to my party, you're always allowed, depending on what level they start, I'd always say to them, you're allowed 1 rare or 2 uncommon or something like that. And then it's within my discretion. I usually ask them to give me 4 or 5 examples, and I'll say, oh, that, or maybe if they got their heart set on something, I'll, dumb it down a little bit to make it seem balanced for everyone.
Yeah, in this campaign, I don't think we start with hardly anything.
Nope.
Oh, I just put it in the Dragonlance party by mistake. DM Belvedere games, that's where I should put it. There. That might be useful.
Perfect. I will have a look.
Yeah, it's just a lot more comprehensive. It doesn't have every item you'll ever see. When I'm using stuff in my own game, I'll usually, use ones I've made up or ones I've found from other podcasts and things like that, and, with a mix of traditional ones.
Excellent. Yeah, more is definitely always better. I am typically skimpy on them because too much too soon makes it hard to plan and balance and do all that fun stuff, but they are always fun, so...
Because he
Oh,
hates
yeah. So I suppose what I was wondering about this is, how does it work coming in and out of games? If someone plays a game and then they're not there the next one, and different people are different levels and stuff potentially. I don't understand how you would balance as a DM. How that works.
So it's easy enough to balance encounters. Where we will be looking at it is kind of player preference, right? So if I am only in one session maybe every few months as a player, and there's another player that's doing like the monthly session, or if we do a couple a month and they're leveling up sooner, then as that player who's only on it once in a while, I will probably give them the choice to be like, hey, I don't want to be lagging, and just bump them up to whatever level. Either they've been doing stuff on their own, or you've done downtime training, or whatever it is that we want to come up with to bridge that gap, just to keep kind of everybody uniform. Whereas if it was me playing and I was like 2 levels below the rest of the party, I personally wouldn't care.
Yeah, that's how I want to
like
do
a
it.
whole different.
me.
I was about to
So
say
yeah,
I feel
I'm
the
gonna.
same.
Yeah, so it's kind of gonna be player choice, right? So
Yeah. Well,
if,
it'd be a fun challenge. If I'm level 7 and everyone else is level 9, it's a fun challenge to make yourself useful and keep yourself alive. It's, you know, probably presents a bit of a role play opportunity as well in there.
It does, yeah, and having kind of everybody from the same town and trying to build this whole sense of community, then hopefully there would be that, like, the other players would be like, hey, we gotta, protect this guy, or like not let him take the front line by himself, or whatever the case is too, right? So I'll probably leave it player choice kind of at that point and see what their interest is, and then balance any encounter accordingly.
Cool. Sounds interesting to me. I like that.
Yeah, the goal is just to make it quick and easy and for everyone to have fun. So if somebody's kind of lagging behind by more than a level, or if it's kind of one of those key levels where you do notice that power flux, then I would probably just reach out to them and be like, hey, this is the situation, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, you're a level 4 fighter in a party filled with level 5 characters. That's a tough balance there.
Take your little brother to work day.
Or you've got the whole other dynamic where potentially I build whatever scenario around that weaker character, and that's why they're like kind of looking for people that maybe are a little bit more capable than them, that they're going to bring in to kind of get this done.
Yeah, and they have to pay us.
They potentially could.
So, if we have a main character, say at level 5, and there's a level 10 adventure coming up for some level 10 people, why don't we just have a temporary character to play with them that's a passing through type of NPC or something?
It may be an option, depending, but I don't want everyone to have like 10 characters either, right?
Yeah.
So I want like people to have kind of that relationship and that investment in each other and in the town, just to keep everything kind of more
Unified.
cohesive. Otherwise, it would just be like, hey, let's just do random one shots. But I am kind of looking at some sort of a like where I can invest in as a DM or as a player and be like, hey, this character, means something. I can roleplay this character. I can have fun with this character, and they're not just like, oh, I'm gonna play them for an hour and then they didn't exist anymore.
Well, I mean, in Peter's case, that sometimes happens.
I mean, when you go and try to solo an adult white dragon at level 6, it tends to happen. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to fight him. I was trying to befriend him. He invited me to dinner, breakfast, whatever.
To be dinner?
It would have been rude not to go.
Little mouse, where are you going?
But that was dwarf number 5. Now I'm on dwarf number 6 as a result. But I did bring the other 2 people back to life. So
yes, there's good and bad to everything. Definitely the whole theme of 7 dwarves saved a TPK, which is amazing.
So which one are you on now?
I'm on Sneezy.
He wouldn't be good at stealth, I imagine.
Elmer Sneezy Fudd.
Of course, he's a druid, so.
So I have allergies, and I'm a nature-based class.
Yeah, that's how this character dies.
Well, maybe your next character should be the 3 little pigs. One just tries to hit, things with sticks, and one uses.
Don't give
straw,
him
one
ideas.
uses bricks.
Do that to someone else, Belvedere. I've paid my price.
Peter,
What?
when do I get my dice?
I'm actually ordering them this week.
Hey!
Ordering it. You wanted the big D20, right?
Yeah.
You want this one?
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty big.
Homemade.
Yeah, I made that myself.
Oddly enough, not weighted.
Did you sneeze on it?
No,
Yeah, have you floated
it's made
in
out of
salt
foam,
water
but
deck?
it's pretty sturdy.
How,
I don't
how
know if I can
accurate
give it
is
up.
it?
Huh?
How accurate is it? It only gets 20s, right?
Well, there's a 4, there's a 17, there's a nat 1, there's a 2, a 7.
Or
It
I'm not
rolls
sure
more
about
low
these.
numbers than high numbers.
Yeah, I don't. I
No, he
know
doesn't
that.
want it.
Another
Yeah, no,
nat
thank
1,
you.
a
Nope.
13,
Nope. I'm good. Nope.
a 3.
Nope.
I should have weighted it. But I didn't. Maybe I could put some extra glue on there just to get it to balance.
Yeah, then when I take it to a game, someone's like, this looks tampered with.
But you can tell by holding it, it is not weighted at all. It's just crappy luck for me. Another nat 1.
Oh my gosh, that's 3 out of what, 8 rolls?
Yeah.
But
But that's been my luck today.
I was gonna say it's not much worse than your usual rolls.
Yeah. But you're like, I don't think I could give this dice up. And we're all like, you need to.
Well, I rarely
Oh,
use it. It's the galley
I think
stone.
you should use it. You should use it exclusively when DMing.
Yes.
No.
He also rolls a lot of nat ones with DMing.
Yeah, shut up. That's a magical item actually in our campaign, so
It is
it sings.
a magical item in this world, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
In my Monday games, I had a lovely moment that I think you'd laugh at, Belvedere.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, my character saw somebody go down from a battle, ran over and like was cradling them in his lap and like brushing her hair like it's gonna be okay. The next ally ran over and I was like, it was him! And I pointed at the bad guy and they rolled a nat 1 and stabbed or slapped me in the face with a frying pan. And then I went unconscious.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, because their magic weapon is actually a frying pan.
Like a spiritual weapon or just an actual magical?
Actual, like we found a frying pan of +1. Yeah.
Nice.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yes, bludgeoning damage.
What else? Unless fire.
It can also it does the cantrip produce flame, and you can use it to cook 1 pound of food to restore 2d6 HP to 5 people that eat the meal.
Sheesh, that is like a OP'd item right there.
We've needed it multiple times a day.
It's fine when the DM offers it. It's just not fine when you request it.
Yeah. So the DM gave it. We found it randomly.
Can't argue with that then, can he?
Yes, he also gave us a legendary blue dragon mask.
What level
Yeah,
are y'all?
He was telling me about that.
We are level 5.
Sheesh.
Jeez.
Yep.
Aren't blue dragon masks somewhat cursed or something from memory?
Oh god, I don't know, but I put it on.
I just have a feeling that it's an item you can get and it had a curse attached to it, but it might not be there might be one that's similarly named or might have been a homebrew that I'd seen.
I'm sure it's not the one you have.
We
Yeah,
hit
why would
level
it be-
9 in
Why
last
would it be
Wars
the
today.
one I have?
Apparently, is did. Alright, there are some possible sessions for March posted. Where people may cast their votes. Or their availability, or whatever the case is.
Where's that?
I just posted it in the Citizens of Phandalin thread.
Ah, okay.
There is... Thank you, whoever voted. I was just trying to find the rest of those so I could stick them all on there.
Why am I not finding this thread?
What happened to the 28th? Wait,
What happened to
Tuesday
28th?
isn't on the 27th?
Okay, then I'll have to go in and fix those
I would
few
think.
days.
Yeah,
Are
Tuesday is the
you-
28th.
Belvedere Games?
Huh?
Mario, are you in Belvedere Games?
Yep.
Yeah, so one of the threads is Citizens of Phandalin, and everything is in there.
Is that like, I don't know what threads are. Is that a pinned message
are
or something?
you
Oh,
in-
threads. There it is. Okay, cool. I've not encountered those before.
No, I'm just learning.
I need to close my blinds. I can't see the bloody screen.
Tuesday the
Any
27th,
characters?
Monday the
Any char-
27th, Tuesday the 27th.
I don't know. I'll go in and fix it here in a sec. I just have to fix a few other things.
And you just use your voice for your characters, right, Mario? Like I can just listen to you talk when we play.
Ah! What did I just
Yeah,
do?
it totally depends.
Why? What's wrong with doing voices? I'm gonna use my regular voice on
I
mine.
didn't say there's anything with wrong with voices. I just want to listen to Mario talk.
My sister really hates when I do it. I had a character with a Russian accent that she absolutely hated and despised. And she says, if you ever do that accent on a stream, I'll never watch it. And I'm like, you won't watch it anyway, so who cares?
Is there a way to undo? Because I think I just deleted that whole thing.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
No,
It seems to
there's
be gone.
not.
Dang it. Alright, I guess I'll retype that out shortly. Stupid thing. In the pinned messages for the thread, there is a link to the Roll20. If you use D&D Beyond, you are welcome to use it, but I'm not going to post anything on there, just because I kind of want to keep everything all in one spot with potentially who knows how many PCs.
So we'll be
but-
importing into Roll20.
Yeah, Peter has the ability to import it. If you just post your character sheet, he'll import it into Roll20 so you don't have to double up on both.
Oh, jeez, look at all. That's a lot of NPCs you've got in there already. That's cool.
Potentially, yep. So yeah, now that you're in, I'll just assign you to one of them. You should be on the map, and then in the side menu is kind of a list of buildings. We're going to kind of extend them out as we go. But based on your backstory, we can decide who you are and what you do and where you live and all that fun stuff at some point as well.
Do you still need that original Roll21, or can it be deleted now?
No, if you've got everything moved to this one, I don't need it at all. Thank you, though.
I'll give it a couple days so you can make sure, because I don't want to make you lose any work there.
Oh, no, I won't open it again, so you're fine. Just don't delete the wrong one.
Cool. I'm in there on the Roll20. So,
Perfect.
when
Join
we
us.
create a character for ourselves, are we doing it at level 1? I'm sure you wrote that in one of your threads. So just
Yeah, we're just gonna start level 1.
excellent.
I thought we were starting level 0.
Peter
wanna
is
be
starting
level 0.
It's okay. You're level 0 as a person, as am I. I
Oh,
don't think I've
man.
got proficiency. I wonder what I would have proficiency in. Anyway, that's another topic.
I'm level 0 as a person. That hurt, man. That hurt.
And
got
if for some reason you need a rollable token or anything, then I can add that in as well for you.
We probably all make really great proficient NPCs.
I mean, I'm not a player, so the chances in somebody being completely useless is slimmed right there.
Like, I work at a bank, I'm definitely a merchant NPC.
I was gonna do a potion shop, but now I'm thinking a temple might be better. More suited to my character. I can still heal people.
Oh, well then I can open the potion shop when people find out how corrupt the temple is in town.
I won't be corrupt. I haven't chosen a deity, though. This one's gonna be likable, okay?
Look, I haven't played a bard properly in a long time. Maybe I should be the
Eric might
entertainer.
play a bard.
I did mention, if you didn't have a chance to listen to the Eric is not playing a bard. He's playing a Four Elements monk.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
then there you go.
Yeah. So one of the things that I had said was for kind of any of those underpowered subclasses, underpowered builds that somebody had kind of always wanted to play but never had the opportunity, or didn't think they could in like a game where people were actually like trying and stuff, that I was okay with using looking at some of the suggested edits and tweaks to make them more playable as well. So the example that I had used was a Battle Rager Barbarian. And yeah, Eric had said that one of the ones that gets the most heat that he is aware of is the Four Elements Monk. So he's gonna play out his fantasy as a Four Elements Monk, and we're gonna see if we can make it not completely suck.
That's the one that gets like really a small amount of spells, isn't it?
Yeah, so you have to spend key points on spells, and then
Yeah.
you use all of your monk abilities. So the only time I've ever played with one, I didn't even know he was a Four Elements monk because he'd never cast any spells, because he was using his key for other stuff. So
Yeah, that's the problem. Making that decision's hard. It's like when people multi-class a paladin with a sorcerer or something. You know, do you use those spell slots on a smite, or do you just cast a fireball?
Yeah, I usually make those choices for a reason, so I don't have those issues. I also play a rogue that has like a 12 dex and has barely snuck attack, and a druid that has yet 12 shape. That's, what are we, Peter? Like level 9?
Some people do wild shape a lot when they're druids, and I don't. So I'm playing one, and he doesn't wild shape often at all. It's pretty rare.
I am whatever the summoner class is, and I think I've done it 3 times, and Peter's yelled at me every time, so. I entangled his witch with a giant constrictor. I saved myself from being ripped apart by a megalodon with a swarm of dolphins, and then I brought in some giant eagles to pick up the party from a sinking ship and not make us all drown.
Owls.
Yes. What did I say? Dolphins again? Probably.
No, you said eagles.
Oh, yes.
That's
It was
Lord of the
supposed to
Rings.
be eagles. It was supposed to be eagles from Lord of the Rings, but then I had to figure out how to pick up Sebastian
Oh, fair.
and Sunder with only 2 eagles. and
Yeah,
it
that
easier
was
just to change to
hours of
owls.
prep time wasted.
Luckily, I had owls on my list for somebody else, so it was easy enough to switch. But yes, I am by far from a max minner. Sometimes I have my clutch moments, but yeah, class and choosing means nothing to me, because I would either be a paladin for roleplay something or other, or I would be multi-classing into sorcerer just so I could smite with every attack.
Yeah, what you need if you're going to have that multi-class build is you need to, your DM needs to give you some sort of an item that lets you crit on a 19. Then you're really cooking.
Well, that's where you just multi-class and take like a level of Hex Warrior too.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I don't know. I've got my one character. Also, one of my characters I'm playing at the moment is a 3 different class multi, but I've never done it before, and so I just wanted to try it. And I'm enjoying the character, but I kind of never use his ranger stuff at all. I just wasn't actually that interesting to me, so I'm just focusing on he's more of a druid who can sneak attack.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm surprised you went ranger at all. There must have been a different subclass other than scout that you wanted.
I went Gloomstalker.
That'd do it.
Yeah, it was interesting at first because I started at a lower level and I was just going to be a druid and ranger combined, and then I got to level 5 of each of them and I'm like, I don't really want to go to level 6. They both kind of suck, and what's going to make it more interesting? Oh, your rogues are fun. I'm going to do a rogue now. And I kept waiting for this character to die, and he just hasn't. He's thrown himself almost suicidally into so many situations, and other people have died around him, and somehow he persists.
Yeah, a wild-shaped druid that can just turn invisible in low light. Sounds pretty hardcore.
I've never used that. The whole turning invisible in low light thing. I think I've maybe used it once, and it's just not been the priority. So even though there's been opportunities, I've sort of just played it differently. I don't know why.
See, in a game run by Peter, I would find a dark place to sleep and turn invisible every night so that I didn't get killed for no reason.
That could work. Fair enough. It's always interesting how different DMs rule on tiny huts as well.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I hate
Like I've
tiny hut.
Well, one of my DMs, he just dispel magics it. I'm like, but it's supposed to not let magic through. He said, yeah, but it's not. It's cancelling the spell. I can't argue with him. It makes sense. I just didn't feel like it was in the spirit of the spell.
See, as a DM, I would do it maybe with like one villain in the campaign. But if you're going to do it every time, then why not just ban the spell?
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we stopped. I think in the end, the character who was using it left the game, and so no one bothered making another one with it because it wasn't really useful. One time I did it to a party who were running from this mass horde of people, and they've started casting the spell, and of course it takes a minute, and so it finished just as this army turned up, so they knew exactly where it was. They said, oh, but they can't see the hut. I'm like, well, no, that's not exactly how it's written, and also they saw you cast it, so they woke up fully rested with about 50 people just sort of held actions ready just to attack them, and they didn't like that. I said, well, you cast it that way, that's fair enough.
Yeah, unless you're going to like do hallucinatory terrain or something, then yeah, take that.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why I'd actually ban it is because I'd want to actually play like one of those magic items instead. that
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
that's
like
cool.
unfold the house or something, just because you never see those. Because when do you ever have a party that doesn't take one of those spells anymore?
It's true. Sorry, I have a phone call I just need to take.
Yeah, for sure. So he's in your Dragonlance game.
Yep.
That's exciting.
All right, then that's. I think I know what I'll do. I'll just make. I'll be the entertainer and make him a bard, and I think that would be a good combo. And I'm sure I can come up with something interesting.
Yeah. Bards are always fun and kind of easy to pop into any party, so that works for sure.
Just as I think about it, I'm going to do a different type of bard, though. I'm going to do one that's already married and he wrestles with monogamy, or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
So the town scandal.
It'd be more like constant rumors about him, and everyone always says that he's sleeping with everyone else, but he's not actually doing it. He gets, gets blamed for all these things he hasn't done. I figure that might be a fun sort of way to go. And every so often, maybe he'll slip, but maybe he won't. I'll see how the mood strikes me when we play.
Or how your wife strikes you. Wham!
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe he's married to some big half Goliath or something like that woman who just, she'll bash him every time she hears something.
Okay, I need to change my character. It's going to be a pregnant milkmaid who's only 19.
Oh, my poor bard, that's not fair.
And they'll be like, who's the father? She'll be like, I don't know. It was late one night.
But he had such an amazing voice. If I ever hear it again.
Like, no, young girl, I've never met you before in my life, no.
Then she starts extorting you for blackmail money.
Well, that seems inevitable, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the kind of character I would play. No, I think I'm going with Autonome Artificer.
Okay. My character's ready. I redid my character for it. He'll be the reborn former Owlin that looks like a halfling, but has the wings like you said.
Okay.
So, and that is my character. I just remade Fenris as a level 1 with point buy and all that stuff, so he is all prepped. No equipment except for his alchemy and herbalism and healer kits. I haven't chosen any other equipment.
Yep, this corrupt temple. Can already feel it.
It's not going to be corrupt. I'm going to be a healer of bodies and souls.
You gonna charge people?
No. But if people want to show their gratitude with some donations,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some building fun.
I mean, I go on mission trips, right? I have to finance the missions.
If you want a healer with you, you will donate.
That's right.
Ooh, maybe the bard is actually a church bard. He works in he mainly works in your temple to sing in choir songs.
Oh, that would be awesome. Of course, Belvedere will make you sing.
Watch, he'll be a tiefling and just looks normal.
Oh, no
I
tiefling, no devil-looking characters in my church.
Yep, he'll
Nah,
be
that's it.
thinking
I
that
reckon
you're.
he'll be a furbolg, and he's gonna have this, like Old Man River sort of singing voice.
I like how the first thing we learned about Peter's church was they discriminate against tieflings.
Because they're demonic. They're devils.
Just because they have
Devil
a
blood.
questionable ancestry.
Now, I can't hire them, but I can't, but I can try to cast the devil out of them.
I mean,
Which isn't
eventually
Justine's
you'll get
character
that.
going to be a tiefling?
Oh, God.
So I also figure then that you'd probably ban any red, white, blue, or green or black dragonborn because they've got evil blood inside them too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast it out. I believe that anybody can be redeemed.
Yeah. Watch, if they donate enough, they can come to the
Yeah, I
church.
was about to say that.
No.
The cheating at backdoor bard devil man is the singer at the choir.
Mm-hmm. Can I be the pastor's? I'll be the pastor's daughter. The pregnant pastor's daughter.
Oh, God.
And of course it was the baby is half tiefling.
Of course.
It's just got a tail right now. The
You
rest
got
will
it.
come out.
Your character's got to be named Rosemary. That way you have
Rosemary's
Rosemary's
Baby.
baby. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's fine. I'll be. Oh, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say I call my name Schrodinger and have a cat as a familiar.
Well, Justine already said she was going to be my character's bestie, so.
Except she's a tiefling, so you hate her.
I don't hate her.
Apparently, she's just not welcome in this Homer's church.
No.
No, she's welcome. She just can't work there.
No, I would say he is best friends with a tiefling because that way he gets to say, "Look, I'm not racist. I've got a tiefling as a best friend. I can't be racist."
Oh my god.
Pretty good, actually.
And everyone in town's just like, sure. Okay.
Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer, right?
Where is your character in here, Peter?
It's
Did
in
you-
Belvedere Games in the.
Oh, but not on
D&D
Roll20
Beyond.
yet.
No.
Got it. Okay.
I just finished it like minutes ago.
No, I thought I had somebody assigned to you, but I don't see them.
I'm gonna say
so-
you'd have to assign us a character in Roll20 before we could do that anyway.
Yeah, I've assigned yours. It's in there.
I can
Oh.
assign myself.
Ooh, I was looking at the entertainer. Which one's mine? Oh, is it this leady guy? No?
It's under players, not under the citizens tab yet.
Ah, gotcha. I didn't look down that far.
Nope,
Cool.
that's what.
It's Par Ohmsford. And Belvedere Games on D&D Beyond. He's even got a halfling sounding name that I stole from Terry Brooks, Sword of Shannara.
I haven't read those books in years.
He's my favorite fantasy author.
Wow.
My favorite kaiju author is Jeremy Robinson. His Nemesis series, 5 books. Oh my gosh, those were great books.
I say my favorite fantasy would be a toss-up between Brandon Sanderson and Robin Hobb.
I could never get into either one of them.
Oh,
Actually,
are
I
you kidding
think
me?
didn't Sanderson write a Superhuman series as well?
Yeah, Mistborn. That would be.
I think I read that.
Oh, that one, they were amazing. I don't reckon they were his best series, but I reckon they were amazing anyway. I can't work out what race I'd be as this bard out of these options. Are we limited to the ones in Roll20 or any of the ones that we can 5 each?
Oh
options
no,
are fine?
I'm in Roll20 because it's easier to custom stuff than it is
Yep, cool.
in D&D Beyond. So yeah,
Yep,
anything
absolutely.
that is official content is fine. I'm okay if you do the new or the legacy. Just pick one or the other. No mixing and matching.
Do an ASMR if you're going to be in the choir. That way you can glow with radiant light as you sing.
Please do a fallen
fallen ASMR?
No.
Middle of a song, and he goes into his dreadful form. Everybody runs screaming.
Ooh, this Scourge. ASMR looks interesting.
Oh, yeah, those are the ones that kill themselves, aren't they? Like Radiant burn themselves.
Oh, great.
Oh.
Suicidal choir members.
Oh yeah, and threaten to char you. Oh wow! At the end of each of your turns, you and someone else, and everyone else within 10 feet take damage equal to half your level. Wow.
Like glowing alien radiation. You're too holy to be here, and you burn through your own flesh type thing.
Do I have to do an official D&D god deity, or can I do my real
Sorry,
life
another phone
deity?
call.
We are in Forgotten Realms, but if you are not happy with any of those, you may pick whatever you like.
JC, tell me who's in the house. JC, that'll be our choir.
You are welcome to pick a real world deity. Just don't be offended when.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that could lead to some offensive content. Yeah, I guess I'll go with. What about Dragonlance deities?
You can pick whoever you like.
What's that one that starts with M in Dragonlance?
There's a healer in Dragonlance, or just a deity you like?
Well, Goldmoon in the Dragonlance. Dragonlance gods.
Deities of Dragonlance. There's a Major, which is meditation and order. There is a Meshakal, which
That's
is
him.
goddess of healing. That's a she.
Okay, her. That'll be my goddess.
Lawful good, knowledge and life, blue infinity sign.
And can I give my character a blue quartz mounted on my staff? A blue quartz is only worth 10 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Do you
Hey,
have
Pete,
10
are you recording this session?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you might want to let the person who's on the phone know that he's being recorded.
That's fair. I never even considered that.
There.
You'll have to edit before you,
Or you might just need to cut that out.
yeah, because it's been a couple times. You'll have to edit before you post this one, Peter.
Yeah. Well, I muted him.
Yeah.
You're muted, buddy.
No, Peter's recording, so we were more so concerned about if he posts it to YouTube, having your half conversations.
There you go. You're unmuted.
Yeah.
Totally fair. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize I just thought with the microphone away from me I'd be fine, but all good.
No, we can.
You've got a very, very sensitive, very nice mic.
We're listening, but yeah, Peter's gonna edit before he posts.
Did you hear our previous conversation, Eric?
No, I just jumped in like a minute before I asked you if this was being recorded.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
didn't hear
I just
about the
jumped on.
choir and the temple and all that, right?
No, I did not hear about a choir or a temple.
So my character's gonna start a temple instead of a shop, potion shop.
Oh yeah, temple to Cupid.
And Mario is talking about being a bard that's in the choir, and Fox wants to be the pastor's daughter who's pregnant with a tiefling baby.
Really fun. That'd be really fun. You could get a whole team together. You get a preacher, a rector.
This is it.
But somebody is racist against tieflings.
This is also true.
Not I, said the fox.
No, the pastor.
Oh, gotcha. Maybe. Maybe
Oh,
I'll
no,
make it
maybe.
a
He
very
fully went out and
open-minded,
said
loving pastor.
No, he already said it.
I'm a
Yeah, he
loving
already
pastor.
Mm,
Oh.
there you go. Who are you worshiping, Pete? Or your character, rather?
What?
Who's your character worshiping? Is it Cupid?
Mishako.
Okay.
Goddess of healing. And that way Belvedere has to do a female goddess voice.
Okay.
After
Sounds
making
good.
me play Nanny.
Does that mean you're still gonna be a Tempest cleric though, or are you gonna go?
I'm still
something more-
Tempest, but I'm a
Okay.
reborn Owlin who
Yeah,
has the form of a halfling.
that's cute. Were you reborn? Were you reborn when you were baptized? But that was pretty good.
So what are you
don't-
playing there, Eric?
The last thing we talked about was basically trying to play what is universally agreed upon as the worst class subclass combination. So I'll be playing a 4 elements monk because it is absolutely what I hear the worst subclass for the worst class in 5e. And I think it'll be fun. It'll try to knock me out of my min-maxing ways, right?
So Peter, just add. You know what? Roll me a D100.
Me?
I don't care where. Yes.
Little old me?
Yep.
It is a... $30.
30. Perfect. So add 10 gold to the cost of what I assume is your holy symbol. And we'll take that out of your starting gold when I give it to you.
Oh, the blue...
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Also, my, because I made a copy of the character, Fenris, I forgot to remove the gold from him, so I'm removing that now.
Okay.
There we go.
What else was I doing? Alright, so
Does that mean I can add a quarterstaff?
you can add whatever you want. I have to figure out what I'm giving everyone for starting gold and equipment still.
Okay, I'll hold off on it.
Yeah. Mario, what are you playing?
am playing a bard who's a choir singer.
Oh, nice. Wait, I thought Fox was playing a bard who was a choir singer.
No, I was joking. I'm not really gonna play the pastor's pregnant daughter.
Oh, okay. Oh, Pastor's pregnant daughter. Got it. No, you are playing the bard who's a choir singer. That is awesome. What was Mariana saying she was gonna play?
She hasn't decided yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she has.
Mhm. Cool. I figured out what I want my character's name to be though.
All right. Are you in the roll 20 yet?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not in the roll 20 yet.
Okay. No, that's fine.
I
I'm
feel
just going to assign you a character, but if you're not there, then I'll. No rush.
I'm not there yet, but I can be.
Okay, I marked my days.
Oh my days. Are you sure you don't want to be the pastor's pregnant daughter, Hux? I feel like
I
That'd
mean,
be a
I feel
lot
like it opens some rough gameplay choices for Belvedere. Like, do you target her in combat? Like, how?
Because she's pregnant. That's a fair point.
Does bludgeoning do more damage to her? But
Oh, no.
Somebody brings a. Yeah.
what about piercing
no.
damage? Like, is that like an instant like crit? Like, I
Oh
don't.
no! Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Did you know that my partner is in her second trimester?
I did not. No, I did not.
Oh, that makes it just
Awkward.
so much worse. Yeah. It's all right. It's okay.
So, Belvedere, we're not streaming these, right? Because there's no way I can make it to every day.
Well, I don't care if we stream at all. If there's some value in it, then both Justine and Mariana said they can stream games too. It just depends on if people want the
Availability.
option
Want that?
to watch
Yeah,
them.
the
Or
problem
catch
I
up on
foresee.
sections that they're missing.
Yeah, that's the problem I foresee is if
Well, the
a
thing
streamer
is
is missing, then it'll break up the continuity.
You can't kill my baby on stream. You'll get banned.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, they frown on that.
I mean, they banned people when they were like Dead by Daylight did that. The twins killer, and one of them is like small and deformed, and people like would say kick the baby, and they got banned.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Yeah,
That's dire.
it is. But you know, they'll ban you for anything these days. To be honest.
It's cancel culture.
But see, the best thing about her, she was gonna blame Mario's bard for the pregnancy and blackmail him.
Oh. Gotcha.
Because of his overbearing wife.
Gotcha. I think when you said Mario was playing the bard, a bard, in my head I had translated that to Mariana for some reason, which is why I was confused. I was like, "What's Mariana playing again?" But I got it now.
There can be more than one bard too, because more than one of any class.
Yeah,
Rival bards.
there can be.
But
Yeah,
I ain't sharing my
with,
temple with someone of another faith.
Yeah. There you go. You got to get the one indie bard, right? Who's still trying to stay true to their music, and then like the corporate pop bard who just performs for the courts and sings whatever they want because they're the ones with the money.
I think the only bard that I ever played was based off of Felix from the Warhammer novels. He was a writer.
All right.
Most of his time following the party around and hiding behind stuff, writing down the story.
Gotcha. It looks like I am now in the Roll20.
All right, so I can go in and assign you someone.
Click.
So I just I don't normally do this, but I decided to. I just randomly roll all the personality traits, ideal bonds and flaws, and they work together in a very dangerous way. For personality trait, I got nobody stays angry at me or around me for any length of time since I can diffuse any amount of tension. For ideal, my ideal is people. I love seeing smiles on faces. That's all that matters. My bond is I want to be famous, whatever it takes, and I feel like I should underline the whatever it takes. And then
Whatever it takes.
well, flaw is the worst one. The flaw is I'm a sucker for a pretty face. Uh-oh.
Right into your character. Yeah.
Like, what a combination of things. That's not exactly how I had described I was going to play it, but I like sometimes letting the dice decide, so I think I'm going to have to try that.
What was the one for whatever it takes? You want to be famous, whatever it takes.
Yep.
Was that what it was?
Whatever it takes. Yep.
There you go. There you go. Well, maybe you'll be famous for being a sucker for a pretty face.
Well,
Maybe it needs to be ironic. His wife should be the most beautiful thing in the world, but he just keeps end up hooking up with these, random uggos.
Yeah, to be famous.
To be famous. I should give the fans what they want. I've got these followers, right?
Make sure you have a really good insight so you can tell when people are lying to you.
She seemed a lot prettier last night.
oh God.
Maybe I drank too much.
It's just the same. It's just the same changeling X who keeps trying to hook up with you as different people.
That works.
It's the rival bard. They have alter self or
Yeah.
disguise self.
Can't ever be a bard without vicious mockery. I think that's an essential spell for every bard.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
But then is it mage hand or is it prestidigitation? I'm always torn with those two.
No.
Well, Mage Hand might make you more popular.
Oh, done. You've just, oh gosh, that's terrible. Yep, mage hand. Only for bad reasons.
Oh, great. I'm going to have to kick him out of the church. What alignment was Mishako?
So Mario and Eric, I had posted. Well, actually, I think we have talked about it already. But I had posted the variant rules for proficiencies. Any thoughts on that?
Oh wait, I clicked gum eokeel and it says, do you want to use, is this my character?
Yes.
Use the character mancer. Oh wow, this is going to be so new for me. Alright, I'll get into that later.
If
for
you
now,
want to do it in D&D Beyond or whatever, just post it and we can import it as well.
import it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That will be dope.
So where did you post this?
Well, I had just posted for people to let me know their thoughts, but I can read through them here again.
Is it in the thread? The Phandalin thread?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's page 263 of the DMG if you have it as well. But the other two had no opinions, so doesn't really matter to me which way we go. As I said, I'm typically pretty fluid with skill checks and tool checks and the like anyways.
Gotcha. I'm trying to see. Varying rules for skills. Ability check proficiency rule does away with individual skills entirely. Is this the part I'm supposed to be reading?
Yes.
Characters are proficient in one or two of their ability scores and add their proficiency bonus to all checks made with that score. Got it. Oh, that's kind of cool. So we can kind of be a little more narrative in how we're applying our strength to do things, or right?
That is the potential for it. Yes.
The potential for it. Cool. Background proficiency also removes proficiency bullets applies to any check that makes sense from their character's background. Got it. So I think that's really interesting. What I'm wondering about is whether bards would be proficient with more of their ability scores, because one of their class features, I'm not playing a bard obviously, but one of their class features is that like they get more ability score, they get more skills to gain proficiency with. And so if we're getting rid of the skill proficiencies, I'm just wondering how we retain that kind of like bardic flavor outside of just bardic lore checks.
Well, they also get jack of all trades as well.
Sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. Jack of all trades is what I meant.
Typically, off the bat, bards and somebody get 3 skills for their class, and then rogues get 4 skills for their class.
Yeah, it's like I think rogues and bards. Yeah, and then I guess like knowledge domain clerics get I think more skills too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm fine with it. I'm not playing a particularly skill monkey character. I'm just I guess that would be my wondering is what we would do for rogues and bards and classes that typically the skills are part of their package, right? And their strength.
Ooh, maybe I should run like the orphanage for the unwanted children in town.
Enter the hag.
Yeah, as long as you don't also have like a meat pie shop.
So, Belvedere.
Yep.
In Roll20, I just rolled my origin roll that's on Beyond. And it says, a memory carries a vivid smell or sensation. What are you going to do to recreate that experience? Is that good with you?
That's what you rolled. Go for it.
All right.
Curious what the smell's gonna be.
Hatred of
Probably
tieflings.
our bard, which is why you allow them to work in your temple.
It'll be poop, and it'll remind me of Cole.
No, don't poop, man.
It wouldn't be the first
I thought you
time.
were an owl and not a dwarf. How is it gonna remind you of Cole?
I know.
I might need to use ChatGPT to create the picture of this character, I reckon.
Oh, hey. ChatGPT does what do you call it? Does pictures too?
It's not actually ChatGPT, but I've got a friend of mine has some AI thing that creates pictures. It's basically the same thing. There's one thing about bards, their armor class is terrible.
Your volume's really low there, Mario.
I think you can turn me up, can't you?
You can hear him fine.
Yeah, I can hear him just fine.
It's probably from when you had him muted still.
Yeah.
He just wants me to stay muted forever. He's trying to kick down the Asimar, man.
Yeah. Pete, I have a random question. Do you have Spelljammer stuff?
I actually assembled, you know, that free stuff the prequel stuff that they did on D&D Beyond? I
I do not know.
I actually created that on Roll20, but I don't have the Spelljammer expansion.
Oh, gotcha. No worries. I don't think I have plasmoids, so I don't think I can create in
Oh,
D&D
if you go to Belvedere's games, you could probably create it.
Yeah, I have it.
Have a link for that?
Oh, I think I need to first be in Belvedere's
No, I
games.
can send you an invite. I can't afford everybody to build a character in there because I think you're maxed at like 15, but I can.
Gotcha.
Because he's content sharing as soon as I remember how.
Yeah, I have the most characters in there because Belvedere's been murdering them, so they're marked dead. Once the Dwarves campaign is over, I'll get them out of the campaign. That'll free up 7 spots.
Oh. Well, if they're dead, couldn't you just retire them?
No, because I got to refer back to them. Because the storyline has references to them.
Gotcha. I think you could, if you wanted to, you could remove them from the campaign and still have access to them.
I would, but Belvedere wouldn't.
Oh, gotcha.
Well,
Makes
if
sense.
I had a link, I don't use them anyway. Is there something that I need them for? It is in the chat for whoever wanted to borrow Peter's content.
In the chat for anyone who wants to borrow Peter's content.
Yeah, typically when I'm creating a character, I click on Peter's Frostmaiden link, use all his content, and then leave. But if you want to like level up or anything, then you have to rejoin or.
No, you
not be
don't.
able to.
Once you create the character, you can.
If you are using the basic content, like it won't let me pick spells that I don't have unless I log back in. It won't let me pick feats that I don't have unless I log back in.
I see.
But honestly, it's quicker if we've got a spot in there where you can do it and use it. But otherwise, normally I just custom everything and copy and paste from there, Wikidot, or somewhere into Roll20 directly. That's how I did all my characters before Peter. Just type it out or copy and paste from Wikidot.
We used fixed hit points, yeah?
I'm okay with either. Typically, I will reroll 1s and 2s for the first couple of levels, and then after that, you're stuck with what you roll.
Gotcha.
I always just do it fixed.
I've never
It's one less thing to
Yeah.
remember. Hit points. Could be nice.
It could be terrible.
Yeah, typically for your first couple of levels, if you roll below, I let you take the average, but after that, if you roll 6 1s, then take your 6 1s.
Yep, enjoy.
Yeah, but to have like a wizard at level 3 that's got 8 hit points is pretty crippling.
Yeah.
Only if you get hit.
That is fair.
Reborn is the only lineage without dark vision. Figures.
Yeah, well, 'cause it's based on what you were before.
No, only the movement. Let's see. Skill proficiencies and movement, your speed.
You just want everything for free.
No. I was just addressing what he said. I'm fine. I'm fine with
Like
my character.
Belvedere, I would like to have the Owlin stats as a reborn that looks like a halfling, please, with wings. Thank you.
Yeah. Can I get dark vision, a burrow speed, a climb speed, and flight?
Okay.
At first level, please.
Don't forget the legendary item. And the extra feet.
No, I don't have any magic items. But listen,
Actually,
Reborn has ancestral legacy. It says
Yeah.
I can keep the following elements of the race that I was in the past life. Any skills, proficiencies you gain from it, and any climbing, flying, or swimming speed I gain from it. So that means, the wings are just incidental.
Ornamental.
I still have
Yeah.
the flight.
Interesting.
But I think
Interesting. Are you also gonna?
if you don't take that other stuff, you get dark vision.
Oh, I need that flying speed.
Gotcha.
I will tell you right now, flying does not always save you in a Belvedere game.
Oh, well, I know that.
Nothing saves you.
Are you gonna also ask for layer actions while you're in your church?
I'm gonna try to get a level where I can get silvery barbs. I know that eventually.
You can take a reaction to approach anyone who's never entered your church before and ask them how they came to find your church this day.
Nobody's gonna go to his church anyway because he picked a deity from another realm.
Oh, come on!
We're all gonna think he's like a heathen. Like,
You guys will roll that 20s on your religion check, and you'll still be like, "Who is that?"
That's when I get to tell him. Boy, I'm gonna have to research that a lot.
Yeah.
I already have.
Bad news. I can't find Plasmoid, even after joining the Belvedere game. I think it's because it was part of it was released with the Spelljammers.
Spelljammer.
Okay, I'll get you a link where you can leave that game, and I'll.
You'll give me another one.
Yeah.
Who's
I appreciate
Peter
it.
borrowing content from?
Yeah.
Is it Raz's game? Maybe. I think he's got it.
I think it's in the Frost Maiden, right?
Oh, I have no idea. Who's content sharing in Frostman?
Well, we'll just keep trying till we find it, right?
Just keep going.
It's in the side chat right now.
You want to play in what?
I want to play in a game where someone plays a mystic. Not me. I want someone else to do it.
A mystic. What was a
Yeah,
mystic?
They're the psionic ones. They suck. I hate them. They have too many things going on. I feel like Emily Axford could play them effectively, and she'd be about the only one.
Is that a Dimension 20 reference?
No. That's NADPOD.
Oh, it's Unearthed Arcana. That's why I don't know.
Yeah, it's never been officially in there, but yeah, it is. Oh crap! Another phone call. I'll mute myself this time.
Now we can't even tell him how to do it because he took his earphones off. There he goes.
Unearthed.
Oh, gotcha.
Made the cut.
Gotcha. I know Emily from Dimension 20, not from NADPOD. Okay, I'm gonna now send this link to myself and then try to join it. And we will see what happens.
Alright. Anybody else have any questions, concerns, comments, thoughts?
Did I level yet?
You're level 1. If you survive the first session this time, then maybe you'll level up again. Nope. Hey Pete, bad news. No Plasmoid in that one either.
Good gosh. What else am I
Right.
a part of here?
Is it in? What are we using for Horde of the Dragon Queen? Raza has it. I'm sure he does.
All right. Lead that one, and here comes another one.
Okay.
Who is content?
They didn't
Yeah.
recently update the sharing settings, did they?
I know they're
Actually,
definitely
yeah,
trying to
they
help
took
buttons.
during the pandemic. They had added 3 extra to it,
Oh, interesting.
but they took them away this year.
Okay. Well, we'll try to join this one as well.
Is it there?
I'm trying right now. Join with this character, edit this character, go into the races. No, I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
But I'm only seeing. I think the thing that's strange is I'm only seeing the stuff that I have.
And you've joined it already?
I've joined it, yeah.
Click the link and try and do a new character.
I can try that. I mean, that's how I've been doing it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is, yeah.
You were doing edit.
'Cause I've been
It's
deleting
in
the
Legends of
characters.
Methus. Because I'm looking at a plasmoid right there. So,
Okay.
Last try.
I knew I had seen it somewhere.
Gotcha. Hold on, let me just exit all of these campaigns. Just a second.
Everyone, all the players are going to be like, wow, Eric's joining.
I think no one will be like, wow, Eric's joining.
No, they would all be like, hey, who's Unicharge?
Exactly. Like, who?
We all pretty much know you.
That's probably not even what you use on D&D Beyond either.
Oh, it is, though.
Oh, is it?
It is, yeah. Alright.
I know this one has it, so if you're not seeing it in this one, it's on your end.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Alright. Refresh. Oh, yep. I definitely see him now.
Because I got Tim Angst as a plasmoid there that I made.
Oh, what's an astral elf? These are new. Okay, no. Eye on the prize, Eric.
Spelljammers.
Plasmoid or blessed.
Plasmoids are cool, but like if you have a backpack, you can't take a backpack with you when you're in news.
Exactly.
Sure, you just hold it inside you like a gelatinous cube.
Oh,
Yeah, but
not if you're squeezing through 1 inch of a door.
That
That's
is
true.
Yeah.
How is this official content? That's amazing.
this is great. I'm so excited.
All the Spelljammer stuff, is that what you mean?
It's just this plasmoid. I'm just
Yeah.
looking it up. I didn't know it. I hadn't heard of it. It's just unbelievable.
One of
It's like in
the,
a space, yeah, like a spacey setting.
Yeah. Do you want 4 arms? Because you could be a Thicreen and have 4 arms.
True.
Oh,
And the
that's so cool.
best part
Yeah,
of
that
all
is
of
really
this
cool.
is that Spelljammer
That's really cool.
already exists in my world.
I feel like if I were to
Be the
be
imagine.
a Thrycreen, I'd want to do the astral self so I can get more arms.
Right.
Yeah, just maximize arms. I would play a alien version of Sylvester Stallone's character from Over the Top.
I don't want
Just-
to be an insect. I want to be a spider. Spray me.
There you go. There you go.
I think I'm gonna head out, guys. Appreciate the
Okay.
time. If I get a day that I've got, I think for early sessions, I'll probably do groups just so people can get to know each other.
Gotcha.
As I said later on, I'm not opposed to doing like 1 or 2 people sessions if that's when I have time and that's when people want to play.
Yeah.
But we'll probably do a couple in March, depending on where the interest lies and who can play when. Any questions or anything, let me know. Once you've kind of got more details in your background, either send it to me or let me know it's in your character sheet, and I'll go in and figure out background, income, starting gold, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
If there's anything you need in terms of a house or a church or a mill or whatever the case is, then let me know and I'll get that added all into Roll20 as well.
I just imported par.
Got it.
Just do even just do like a role play town hall or a role play tavern session just to get it started and have a few people just get to know each other for an hour and can't like join a full mission or anything right off the bat. We can do it that way as well. I'm just here for fun.
You said we were doing the variant for the ability thing, so like don't worry about skills too much, right? And
So
then
kind of waiting for opinions on it.
Okay.
Nobody's kind of weighed into it as I really want to do that or I don't really want to do that. So if that's the case, I will likely just default to what I always do. But
okay.
I would just say that being like with a bard, like I've had a look at it, it's given me 5 different skills, and I don't really care what we have do with those. What you said was, pick one stat, and I can be skilled at those. And to me, I just think, just do it being a charisma fit. It kind of has to be charisma for what those things like those personality traits and everything I rolled. So we can just remove acrobatics if that doesn't need to be there. I'm totally fine with that, and we just have it as only charisma. I'm okay with that. Just put whatever you like.
Well, chances are everybody will have, like as a bard, you would probably have 2. So you would have dex and charisma.
Okay.
Or you would have like proficiency for one and then your half proficiency for the rest of them. So it's not like you'd be giving up acrobatics. It would just be whether or not you would have full proficiency until you hit your expertise type thing. But we
Gotcha.
can look at it all whenever.
Got it.
Sure.
And then for ability scores, we're going to just standard point by, yeah?
Sorry, repeat? I was reading something.
No worries. For ability scores, we're going to standard just point by.
Yeah, after you and I kind of talked, I think that makes the most sense. I couldn't come up with another way to do kind of what I was doing or wanting to do, so we'll just
No worries.
that way.
Just no stat over 16, right?
Well, you can do a 17 if you do your point by plus your racial,
Okay.
because I think
Cool,
point
that's
by
right.
has an option for 15, right? But if you're doing like a variant and you're taking half feet, I won't approve it if you're going to bump that 17 to an 18.
Don't take a variant.
I didn't.
What?
I did not.
Yeah.
No, I
I'm
don't
good.
think.
Variant humans are so efficient and boring.
You say that, but if you think about it, at level 4 you get a feat or 2 skill points. As a variant human, you're getting a feat and giving up 4 skill points. And, in theory, it's balancing out.
Well, except now you can take variant for any race.
Ah, I didn't
Custom
know
lineage.
For
Yeah.
patches, yeah.
I
But-
lump them all in the same.
That being said,
Category.
even with a point buy, a regular, like a variant human, will give you a 17 and a 16. A regular human can potentially give you 3 16s, which is huge if you're starting with like a barb or something. So it kind of all depends on what you're building for.
What you want to do?
But if you're
Yeah.
picking a race just to get your stats, then boo.
Yeah, to me, stats aren't that fun. In the game I'm running, I offered one of the players this really cool item that I thought would be really fun for him, but the catch was he had to give up one of every single stat. It was basically a god offering that and said, you're going to give me your life essence in exchange for this cool item. And he said, yep, do it. And I was like, yeah, see, that's the answer I wanted. Who cares about stats?
Yeah, see, typically that's what I use like +1 and +2 weapons for, is if I get into a game, because usually you roll stats, and I've got somebody that's starting to fall behind, then I'll give them like that +2 weapon so that they're, they can hit with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then you
Cool.
get the other player that complains, well, how come I don't get a +2 weapon? Because you're already hitting on a 6. All right. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Night.
No probs. Thanks for that. Catch you later.
Bye.
That was lovely.
I was distracted because I'm raiding in World of Warcraft while playing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I am distracted because I'm trying to find character art.
Okay, I'm probably gonna hop on queue and then try to figure out my character in a bit.
Okay, have fun.
Later.
Bye.
Token frames.
Are you still recording, Pete?
Oh yeah. Thank you.
No problem.